Handicap marks are moving up to their tapes. 25.70 metres, stand. Second leg of the quaddie, first leg plenty of value with Mocker's Pride, number 12 winning. $1.40 for Castleton Sun. And they're just about ready. Tapes release, away they go. Castleton Sun, he galloped away here, the favourite, and continues to do that. He's going to drop back towards the rear, and Paula Swifty, the second favourite, broke as well. So Castleton Sun is giving away about 50 metres, I think, and Paula Swifty about 40. I think they've been too used to their handicaps. They've been off lately, and they're out second, last and last. Beginning brilliantly, Scandinavian crosses, Westland Ned and goes to the lead. Then Code of Honour, who's up to third now. Regora the Pigs is fourth. And then came Opulence. Next, the inside was Illawong Ian from All Action Sun, 6 metres to Mr. Roberts, 8 metres to Bon Billy Fella, then there's 25 metres to Castleton Sun, and Paula Swifty's lost further ground. It's 30 metres away last. Heading down the straight, 2 laps to go, and Scandinavians in front of Westland Ned, and on the outside, Code of Honour was third. 3 back along the inside was Regora, Opulence in the running line, then All Action Sun around Illawong Ian. Next is Mr. Roberts, then Bon Billy Fella, and Castleton Sun, who threw away quite a lot at the start. He's actually tacked on now, the favourite. But Paula Swifty hasn't got much chance from there. She blew it big time and is 50 metres away last. Turning out of the straight, Scandinavian is the leader. Second is Code of Honour, third was Westland Ned, fourth Opulence, and then Regora the Pigs. Next is All Action Sun. On its inside was Illawong Ian from Mr. Roberts, Bon Billy Fella, and Castleton Sun has tacked on. He probably blew about 50 metres at the start, but he's at the back of the pack now and a long gap to Paula Swifty. The lead time in 1:21, and Scandinavian is on top with Deanne Bellman, 1400 left to travel. Scandinavian leads from Code of Honour. Westland Ned was third. Opulence is fourth, and Regora fifth on the inside. All Action Suns in the running line from Illawong Ian, having a cheaper run the Pigs from Mr. Roberts, and then Bon Billy Fella. And Castleton Sun is last of that group, about 30 metres off the lead, but some of them are about to make their runs, and a long gap last is Paula Swifty. They come around the turn, 1200 to go, 32.2 the first quarter. Scandinavian leads Code of Honour. Westland Ned third, Opulence fourth. All Action Sun coming out 3 wide. Regora next, the Pigs. Mr. Roberts on the back of All Action Sun, who's sprinting up now. All Action Sun 3 wide, putting the pressure on. Code of Honour in the middle, and on the inside, Scandinavian as they turn out of the straight. Mr. Roberts is up to about fifth, 3 deep. Westland Ned's behind Scandinavian, who's tackled by All Action Sun at the 800. 31 seconds the second quarter, and it's Scandinavian on the inside of All Action Sun. Mr. Roberts going up 3 wide now into third spot, and strongly. Westland Ned the inside, Bon Billy Fella running on. Regora went for a gallop. Heading down the back, Scandinavian in front. All Action Sun second, Mr. Roberts was third. And then on the inside was Westland Ned. Bon Billy Fella moves up strongly 4 deep. Castleton Sun staying on his back, and then came Opulence, Code of Honour, and Illawong Ian as they head off the back. Third quarter in 30 seconds. All Action Sun went to the lead from Mr. Roberts. Bon Billy Fellas peeling out 3 deep. Scandinavian battling on. Castleton Sun 15 off them. Turning for home, it's All Action Sun, Mr. Roberts. Bon Billy Fellas wider out from Castleton Sun. In the straight, All Action Sun led Mr. Roberts and Bon Billy Fella. A line of 3, All Action Sun, Mr. Roberts, Bon Billy Fella, Mr. Roberts, Bon Billy Fella. Mr. Roberts tackled by Bon Billy Fella. They hit it together. Bon Billy Fella a nose. Bon Billy Fella a nose, Mr. Roberts, and All Action Sun. Close up fourth would have been Opulence, and then Illawong Ian, Scandinavian, Castleton Sun. Still a pretty big run. He lost a lot of ground at the start. Then Code of Honour, Westland Ned, Regora, and Paula Swifty. Final quarter, 29.4.
Castleton Sun suffering his first defeat this campaign, but the other top rater, Bon Billy Fella, getting home at big odds at 12, 11 and 10. Confirm those numbers shortly with Totes as we head back to Wentworth Park. Rod Fuller's about to catch up with Elizabeth Bont. 8 minutes away from the next event at Geelong. John Justice, of course, on board. There's the latest market at the Meadows for the Silver Chief. Most Awesome and Jimmy Neutron share favouritism at $3. Penny Drum is $6.40. Born Saintly at $9.40. Arbo's Junior at $10, and Wistar Supreme probably entitled to be a couple of points shorter even, at the moment showing $14. Righto, let's get some late mail from Sean at Geelong prior to the big one there. Sean, Shaker Maker and John Justice at the moment feeling a little bit like Steve Waugh.
Yeah, exactly right. But we saw Steve Waugh come out and answer in emphatic fashion. Perhaps we'll see the same again tonight. An air of confidence from John Justice, having a chat to him off camera. He certainly thought that Shaker Maker could return to his lofty heights here tonight. Certainly the barrier draw helps him. Look.
And Most Awesome back into 220, the New South Wales Star. Penny Drum at 7.30, 3.30 for Jimmy Neutron. And they're the only 300 double figures. Born Saintly next best. West Star Supreme, there it is on screen. Very fast box dog. And Arvo's Junior at $12. They head to the boxes. We're just about on start time. In fact, about 60 seconds away. Cannington, race 1 coming up in 8 minutes. Edwina Bale, the top raider from Redgate. Barren Tears and Cyanamite. Very open race, the first. 7.70 Redgate. 4.80 Idealised. 4.40 Edwina Bale. And Barren Tears at 3.20. Free for all there tonight. Shaping up to be an absolute ripper, race number 4, where we've got Lindale Blue, who doesn't have to contend with Twain tonight, but does run headlong into the mighty Genève, who steps back in distance, and the flying Lara Flynn. That's the free-for-all over the sprint tonight at Cannington. Albion Park, gee, nothing in the market on that page. This is race number 9, the Trot. Metro, the favourite, $2.90 over Forgotten Hero at $3.70. That race over 2,647 in around 9 minutes. Righto, at the Meadows, gee, they're taking your time in going to the boxes here. They've just been introduced to the crowd. Silver Chief, as I said earlier, one of the great races on the Australian racing calendar for male greyhounds only, and 50,000 to the winner. I mentioned earlier, it's the the version of the Derby in Australian greyhound racing. I'm not denigrating the National Derby run here in New South Wales at all. I'll get an argument from New South Wales people for sure and certain, but this is the race I've always identified with as the Young Male Greyhound Championship of Australia, and the 2003 version about to be run. Let's go to Ron Hawkswell for the Silver Chief final.
Well, race number 8 on the card, the Silver Chief. Yes, Dean, they're arriving at the start now. And Most Awesome, he's a very exciting greyhound. He gives away a big start, but he's got a paralysing burst at the end. He's too even on Super Tab. 14's Born Saintly, 8.20 Penny Drum, $3.50 Jimmy Neutron, 19 West Star Supreme and 11 for Arvo's Junior. Greyhounds are at the start now for the running of the Carlton Draft Silver Chief. And they're about to move into line. Starting signal is there. And they're coming in, moving up. Going into box 1, Hotline Hero, Born Saintly 3, Penny Drum 5, West Star Supreme. Coming in for the Silver Chief, Most Awesome. Great Challenge, Jimmy Neutron, Arvo's Junior the outside. Green light is there. They're ready to go. The Carlton Draft Silver Chief set. Racing, Most Awesome, a little bit slow to begin a jam after the start on Hotline Hero goes through to lead. West Star Supreme followed by Jimmy Neutron, who's third. Arvo's Junior the outside, back on the inside, Most Awesome, and Born Saintly down the back on Hotline Hero. A length West Star Supreme followed further back then by Jimmy Neutron. 2 lengths away to Most Awesome, going to the outside, Arvo's Junior. Well back, Great Challenge, Penny Drum at the tail, Born Saintly up to the turn around them, Jimmy Neutron, Most Awesome getting up on the rails. Here's a go, but Jimmy Neutron sweeps away, beats Most Awesome, and third placing goes to Arvo's Junior and the Silver Chief, followed by Hotline Hero. Then Penny Drum followed further back by Great Challenge, and then West Star Supreme and Born Saintly amongst the tail enders.
A tardy beginning, cost Most Awesome there, and Jimmy Neutron too good in the Silver Chief, 6, 2 and 9 at the Meadows back here at Geelong. The SCW Euro Drive Rocket getting ready for the Clash of the Titans at Shaker Maker v Manifold Bay here. Both of them quite short in the market, understandably so. Shaker Maker's remained pretty constant there at about $1.40, $1.50. Support here for Manifold Bay, as we said before, as we previewed this race, that certainly the confidence there was to suggest from John Justice that Shaker Maker can stand up and be counted, as we alluded with Dean there before. Perhaps do a Steve Waugh, and when the chips are down, really put his name up in front of, well, not the selectors here, but certainly in front of what's an adoring public that's seen him race on to win victories like Inner Dominion and also races like the Victoria Cup. He's got Well, he's certainly got a big season ahead of him still, Shaker Maker. If he can survive here, I think he can stand up and be counted. I think Manifold Bay is going to definitely improve on his last start run, but I don't think you'll see the best of him for another run or two. And I think outside of those two, look, certainly chances then to 3 Revenay, 9 who is Jamestown, and 5 the Fall Guy for the place chances. But I really think Shaker can stand up and be counted here tonight. Got him on as Dan Malecki stands by for the call of the Rocket.
SEW Hero Drive Rocket, the first running, ready, racing, and Shaker Maker were away very quickly as expected. Manifold Bay can just about drop onto the pegs behind him. Away well was the Fall Guy and also Revenay. The Fall Guy will go to second and Revenay to sit in the 1-1. But Shaker Maker comfortably by the first turn. They've sorted themselves out very quickly. Shaker Maker in front, the Fall Guy second, Manifold Bay onto the pegs third. So he's in unfamiliar territory, but he's going to get a butte run where he is. In fourth position now was Revenay, and then Sacramento, 3 back the inside. Next is Jamestown, TCW and Famiga Sister at the tail end. 29.5, and that really is a slow first quarter from the moving start. And it's Shaker Maker, 1,100 metres left to travel. He's 3 metres in front. The Fall Guy second, Manifold Bay was third, the pegs. Revenay fourth with a lap to travel. Sacramento 3 back the inside. Then Jamestown, TCW and Famiga Sister as they head out of the straight. Shaker Maker trying to get back into the winners list here. The odds-on favourite tonight at $1.30. Goes to the halfway mark. Second quarter in 30.6. Shaker Maker's 4 metres in front. The Fall Guy second. Manifold Bay third. Revenay in fourth spot. Then Sacramento, Jamestown, TCW. And last Famiga's Sister. Down the back, 600 left to travel. And Shaker Maker's had it easy here. The Fall Guy second, 5 metres away. Manifold Bay on the pegs, and then Revenay and the rest are going to struggle. Heading off the back, Shaker Maker yet to hit top gear at the 400. 4 metres in front. 28.8 the third quarter. The Fall Guy on the outside of Manifold Bay, and then Revenay. Around the turn, Shaker Maker. Still that 4 metres clear. Manifold Bay is about to get the warehouse sales sprint lane. The Fall Guy next, and then Revenay, Jamestown wider. Shaker Maker leads into the straight from Manifold Bay, the Fall Guy. Shaker Maker in front of Manifold Bay. Shaker Maker clear of Manifold Bay, and Shaker Maker's going to win it. Shaker Maker first, Manifold Bay second. Very close third, the Fall Guy in Jamestown. Then TCW, Revenay, Sacramento and Famiga's Sister. Final quarter in 28 seconds and the mile in 1:57.
1, 2 and a photo. Shaker Maker back in town. Manifold Bay second. Photo third. 1, 2 and a photo. After race 7, the SEW Euro Drive Rocket at Geelong. At the boxes, Cannington race 1. And
the Greyhound.
Is Velvet's BG and Kanuka Jive always.
Ralph Fuller, race 9, number 1, Stolen Jewels. The Greyhound's racing so well. Drawn box 1, do you think you can take out the 9th?
Oh, it's lovely to get box 1, and if he jumps, he'll be very hard to beat. He's well graded.
Yeah. Has Stewart's trialled here in 30.65. First public run at the track. Any worry?
His first section was very slow, but further he went, the stronger he got. If he gets out and gets on the bunny, well, I think he'd be too good for him. But then again, I think if he's a good railer, and he should hunt up behind them, and he should be in the race.
Ralph, how many in your team?
3.
3. And Stolen Jewels, one of the best of them, or?
Salami.
All right, Salami. And that's the way you pronounce it?
That's correct, there's Salami, yeah.
Terrific, Ralph. Thanks very much. Best of luck, race 9, number 1.
Would you care to ask what Stolen Jewels relates to?
I think... And racing, coming up with the lead, Stolen Jewel, fastest to begin. BJ Izmir, race the length in front. Johnny Kohler, second. Star Manor, third. Stolen Jewels, mustering speed quickly. About 2 further back, Prince Salsam, followed by Jasmine Shadow. Next to last, Pin Up Lariki, last Mary Murphy. Down the back, BJ Izmir's under siege. Johnny Kohler in the middle with a sitting shot. Stolen Jewels, they've gapped the others. 7 or 8 lengths, Prince Salsam, followed by Jasmine Shadow. To the bend, BJ Izmir kicks back, leads by a length. Johnny Kohler on the outside. BJ Izmir in front, holding on. BJ Izmir by a half length over Johnny Kohler second. Stolen Jewels third, followed by Prince Salsam, Jasmine Shadow, well back Mary Murphy. Next to last, Star Manor. Last of all was Pin Up Lariki in 30 and 70.
Righto, 481 there at Wentworth Park. BJ Izmir, Johnny Kohler and Stolen Jewels. We've learnt what Stolen Jewels actually meant. I thought it might have had something with punters doing their dough, but not so. Are we going to hear it from Ralph officially? Okay, I'm not going to say that. Next time we get Ralph Fuller on, we'll find out for sure, folks. Newcastle race 8 in about 90 seconds. Sissy's double $1.80. Shaker Maker, Manifold Bay and Jamestown. Trifecta $7.90, very popular. Mile rate there 157 even. Righto. The Meadows, the Silver Chief 629. The Trifecta paid $58.90 and the time there was 30.04. So Jimmy Neutron taking out the Silver Chief for 2003 over Most Awesome. Got a feeling these two greyhounds will certainly win their fair share during this particular season. And we're picking a coverage up from race number 7 over the 440. Pete's Shot 380, Material Things at 5.30, 5.20 for Royal Incline. Red Countries has some late support, it's into $3.80. And that's about it for race 7, Full of Evil, out to longer odds. Selections from Ken Hutchinson, 3.24 on race 7. On the track now at Canberra, the Meadows, the last in 4, Crazy 1. His third pick was scratched. In race 9 he went 7, 2 and 8. And in race 10 he made it 6, 8 and 4. At the boxes for race 7 Canberra, let's welcome in Ken Hutchinson for race 7.
Material Things, and the green light goes on there about to start. In race 7, all set. Racing, and Royal Incline copped a bit of buffeting first to break out wide, was Full of Evil. It's showing plenty of pace and punching through. Material Things took up the running. Up to third was Royal Incline. Red Countries covering plenty of ground. They got right away from Pete's Shot. Electric Shogun, Crazy Ella a mile out of their ground with Glass Burner past the 600s. Now the fave says go, and Royal Incline races clear. Red Country won't go with it, and Royal Incline, a very impressive win, has beaten Red Country, and third home was Material Things in front of Pete's Shot. Further back to Crazy L, Full of Evil, and Glass Burner was pretty well much last throughout. 241.10 for Royal Incline. 2 even Red Country on the Super Tab, and 360 for Material Things. Royal Incline is a blue brindle dog. Royal Assassin Incline, owned and trained by Fred Malone from Goulburn. For second, Red Country, a white, red and fawn dog, Royal Assassin. Ariak, Jim Johnson from Burrawa. And to the checks, Material Things, Irina Sagurgo, Alan Tutt from Hawker, a blue bitch, head honcho, I'm a Waitress.
Righto, the favourite taking out the 7th at Canberra. We'll have full totes there shortly, 3, 4 and 2. That's a box.
Get there are numbers 3 and 4. So we might take you up to Canberra. Farewell from Geelong. As I said, 6, 4, 1 and 3. A little tip around 6, 8, 4 and 1. A little tip around for number 3 as well to show a show up at odds. As I bid you farewell, we look forward to catching up with you next Friday afternoon, the Warragul Pacing Cup.
Racing, good line. Cornelia Vale actually is going to lead in the early part from Purple Commando. Out 3 deep was Aussie Country, and it's found trouble there. Getting up the inside was Corburn. They're followed by Off the Drink. Well back as they go down the back, Electric Charm, Shiraz, Munro and Angel Face. In front is Purple Commando. Aussie Country, the hot pots right on its hammer. They're 5 lengths clear of Corburn, then Cornelia Vale. Aussie Country's after Purple Commando as they turn. Aussie Country put the bib in front. Purple Commando won't go with it, and Aussie Country too good for Purple Commando. Off the Drink has flashed up late and is probably get third in front of Cornelia Vale. Then came Shiraz Munro, further back to Electric Charm and Angel Face.
Righto, 8.24 Canberra, favourite too good Aussie Country, 8.24. Grant Campbell drives in the last at Geelong. He's on board number 6. Sean.
The town plate.
Nick, I've got